Hello YouTube modeling community, this is Rusty Rotor. No mail call today. And the mental part of it, I mean, I know you guys enjoy it so much. I kind of got to build on one because the one I was thinking of just kind of fell short of, really being a topic. But I'm going to do some more research on it, and then it may, evolve into a topic. I guess I just want to start off today's video with thank you to a gentleman out there that suggested, after what's on my bench, the AMT 62 Pontiac Catalina. I do have the kit, and I wasn't going to use the bench seat that came in the kit, and totally forgot that it is diamond tuft. So I thank you to that gentleman that brought that up, because it's perfect. I already split the bench from the top to the bottom, and I'll be using these, and it's already ribbed in the back too, which is good for, I mean, I probably got to conform them a little bit, and I got to make some side pieces to kind of blend in. But it looks like it's going to work really well. The only problem I see is that, it's uniformed. So there's like this here and this here. And in the middle, I go cutting that to take these two halves and bring them back together. That may pose an issue. So what I'm thinking is, if you can kind of see, it's going to be hard to do, but how the diamond tuft meets the sides here. It's kind of like zigzag. So if I somehow, here's the thing, so it's going to take some thought process before I go hacking away, of cutting that pattern out, and then cutting the seat to the length I need, and then zigzagging that end again to where this would slide in. Kind of like a jigsaw puzzle, I guess. That way there's no, definite seam down the middle, or, anything like that. From what I can see, that would be very tedious. Could it be done? Yes. And we may just take our time and do it that way. It's to be determined. The bottom is kind of the same way, has the same features. I've already built the floor. We'll take a look at it here in a minute. I'm trying to get it all set back up so you can kind of get an idea. So I'll probably remove most of this material. I think, being right down the middle, there is a, get it up here so you can see it, there is a seam, kind of, or a determination of the center of the seat. And if I cut up that, or cut it back, maybe the next one, and then put this one in to there, that should line it up pretty good with very little cleanup. It's just, you can't, it's hard to get putty down in there, and then it'll fill in the holes, and it'll be super noticeable. So we just got to figure out a way to, cut it and marry the other side back to it so it looks like a smaller bench. I'll take you off of here around, so you can kind of see. That's the pedestal I built up for the thing. It is leaning back. Well, that's about right. So I've got my slides in down in here, and I already put one rib on the hatch, and you can see, I'll take that out, you can kind of see my guides. So basically the top would lift up a little bit, enough to drop that bottom in, like that, and then it would slide down. And of course, this is all glued in. And I don't know, it's just all going to fall apart. Let me get this back here real quick. Alright, so once this is all glued in and nothing moves, see if I can do this with holding one finger on it. And you can kind of see. So the tailgate would tip up and then, you know, slip down in there. And that base would stop it from moving. So we get that effect. And then when it closes, it would just lift up and fold down on there. So either some kind of hinge on both sides where I can kind of lift it up and back just where the bottom will tuck down in there. Almost like a slide hinge, I guess. Not a pivot hinge, but a slide hinge. That would allow that to slide in there. Now we can also see, it'd be easier to do it this way, the rib that I put in there. I cut 4 identical ribs to put across there, and then I was going to put a flat piece of styrene and then do the milliput. But this, actually, you know, I've got a line to go by, so I got to stay down below it. So if I cut, you can see the sides. So if I cut these off, that'll let that tuck in there a little bit more. I need it about like that. You can see that. And I can take these ribs out. I've only got one in. But you can see I got plenty of material to do the top. So I think that's the direction we're going in with that. I think, did I get anything else done on this? No, not on that. We do have the engine, you know, assembled. The water pump, everything on it. It's all primered. Primer's dry now, so I can go ahead and, like I said, I hand paint most of my engines. This one will get airbrushed, only because I'm using the MCW paints. I'm going to use the Chevy orange. It is a Chevy engine. I know it's kind of blasphemy to a Ford, but we're just rolling with what we have. I did some work to the 3D printer today. I'm running a test print. It's about a 4-hour print, so we're going to see how it prints right now without changing any of the settings and see if anything sticks. I still need to order some more FEPs. I do believe, because, you know, I've gone from the factory FEP to replacing them, and there's a certain degree of flex in that FEP it has to have, so it peels away from the print versus sticking to the print and the print trying to pull away from it. And, you know, then if it's a fiddly little part, it's not strong enough to pull away, and then it sticks to the FEP and the print's ruined. So we're going to see. I'm printing a set of wheels and tires, which I think these are the ones that will be on Jay's Cutlass when we get started on that. The NASCAR is in clear, just waiting for it to cure. Then we can go ahead and get to polishing that and paint the black trim around the bottom, and we'll have that done along with all the other parts. So now I can go in and start detail painting and start getting, you know, some assembly going. The EV charger, it is in primer. I'm not super happy here. And it ain't nobody's fault but my own. I mean, the primer laid smooth. It's nice. It does need to be wet sanded. But I do see some areas I still need to work on. And you guys will probably be able to see them too. Still up here on this fender and up here on this nose. On both sides. Not so bad on this side. It's really smooth. You can't really feel that anymore, but I can visually see it there, and I can see it here. So which tells me there's, you know, thicker areas. So I need to sand this down, and then I'll hit it again with some primer, and then I should be good to go for paint. It's not as smooth a finish as I thought it would be, but then again, I haven't wet sanded it down, so we'll find out once I wet sand everything down, and we'll go from there. But it's really looking good. You know, the hard work I put into the body it's panning out now. I got just a couple little areas to hit again. Like I said, it does sand very easily. I'm not putting any super pressure into it or anything like that, or using heavy grit. I probably will come back over with, maybe some 800 in those 4 areas, and then I'll bring it back up to about 2,000, 3,000, somewhere around there, and then I'll hit it with primer again, and we'll see what we have. Hopefully after that, and the primer cures, I can do a final wet sand, and it'll be ready for paint, because I'm getting excited about laying the paint down on that. It's going to be a fairly easy kit to assemble. I do want to put a little work into the interior, as it's all visible through the glass roof and windshield and all that. There's something else. Oh, I've been watching for the Hot Wheels replica group build. William on that Cadillac, he's doing way above and beyond. Spectacular job. Craig, he's doing the Charger. He sent his pictures in via email, and that thing looks beautiful. Everybody's kind of coming along. There's a couple people that live in Florida that's been fighting through a couple hurricanes. You know, that prevails everything. So safety first. You know, gotta protect your family and your belongings. So I'm not pressed for that. I appreciate the email letting me know that, you know, where you're at and everything else. So I look forward to your progress when you can get some pictures uploaded. You know, the other gentleman's already done. I'm done. So that's 2. That's 4. I'm waiting on Marcy's update video. You know, they were supposed to be in by yesterday. Again, you know, life. We had Thanksgiving, so that I'm sure it delayed a few people. So as soon as you can, get those pictures into me. I am ecstatic at this group build. You know, we didn't have a lot of people, but the people that are participating are putting in the elbow grease, so to speak, and the outcome of it is terrific. I couldn't have asked for better on, you know, first time out on a group build. So next year, I'm sure it'll be even better. I'll restructure some things, make some things easier, make a few things more difficult. It's, you know, trial and error. So, you know, if you haven't got a chance yet, go check out Ruckus Rods and Customs, Mr. William. His fantastic work. All of his videos are up showing his progress on it. He's doing I mean, it looks just like a freaking Hot Wheel. You know, I was blown away with my Diora, and what William is doing with that Cadillac is, I hate using this word, but it's deserving, phenomenal. It really is. So, you know, same way with Craig's Charger. I mean, I'm blown away. The little Camaro. I mean, every square inch of that Camaro is almost identical to the Hot Wheel. And you know, he did a great job on that. My Dior, you know, it turned out good. There's a few things that I guess I wasn't paying attention. I don't know that I could have done better. And, you know, I shouldn't have had the exhaust vents on the side. But you know, you live and learn. And I'm looking forward to next year's. I've already got some big ideas in the works for my next build. As is everything here. The shop is still the same. My wife is in a crunch mode right now for the test she's got to take. and you know, they've been using my room as storage for Christmas, which kind of I don't like, but you know, it is what it is. But they're going to move the stuff out, so that way I can get this stuff rearranged in here. I'm not even really rushed to do this in here, but you know, it's one of those things. It's my room. I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. But I'm also understanding of everything else. So we may be delayed a little bit on everything, which will delay us, you know, down the road, and that's okay. We're not going anywhere. I was trying to think of something else. I have been able to, since I've been in kind of a slump, catching up on everybody's videos and really enjoying what, you know, what everybody's doing, especially like Jimmy, Mr. Ledford, Leadhead Customs. That Nova is stupendous. He's putting in the due diligence on that, and it's really showing, as all of his builds. They're fantastic, and you know, I've seen him up close and personal. You know, I've traded for a few, and I've seen his work right in my hands, and he does exceptional work. And don't let anybody tell you any different, sir. I mean, they're great. I down my stuff because I know what I'm capable of, and I don't always meet my own expectations, I guess. So I'm a little more critical of my stuff. But you know, do I build a good model? Yes, I build a good model. You know, I'm proud of that. It's not a bragging or anything like that. It's just, you know, I know what I did to it. I know what I had to begin with, and you know what I changed and did. And I just saw a notification from Marcy. Or no, that was the decal lady. This lady, speaking of decals, the decal lady, her name is Olga. She's on Instagram. If you guys need, you know, custom decals for anything, it doesn't matter what it is. Even if it's something like you got an old sheet or a set of decals with a kit and they're old, they're brittle, they're falling apart, you can send those decals to her. She will replicate those decals, and you'll get fresh, and they go on amazing. I never had any issues with her decals. They set, they clear just fine. I've never had any of them peel up, or, you know, what's the word that people use? Kind of silver, you know, none of that. They work just like a brand new kit decal. And, you know, she can do the teeniest, tiniest things to the biggest things. And her prices are very reasonable. So, if you're looking for something, you know, you got a special build you're doing, and you're like, oh, I need this, and this, but, you know, you can't just buy those decals. Go over to Instagram. Even if you don't have an account, make up an account just for that purpose. Look for her, the decal lady. Search it. And I'll put her link today down below in this video. And go check her out. Now, time is a crunch for her because she's super busy. She'll put you on a waiting list. She'll notify you when she's starting and when she's finished. But, you know, so plan ahead if you know you're going to do a special build and you need a lot of extra little decals. Measurements are key. Good pictures of what you're needing. Unless it's just a sheet that you just want replicated. And you let her know that, and then send them to her. She'll send them back with the new ones. I did that Budweiser build for my brother-in-law, the Clydesdale team. All those decals were all stickers in the kit. You know, they were just garbage. I wasn't about to use those on something that took me almost a year to build. She replicated all the sheets of the stickers into decals, and they worked great. I had no issues whatsoever. They laid like butter. I couldn't recommend her any higher. I hope everybody got their copy of the EV charger while it was still going. It is a great kit. It's going to turn into a beautiful model. I just got to do a little more work to it. And like I said, it's not its fault. You know, it's just the way things go, and everything doesn't just and voila. So, yeah, you know, I'm chugging along here. I'm kind of getting my mojo back a little bit. I don't know what killed it, if it was Acme, if it was the, you know, losing 2 or 3 days a week down here, you know, working for my brother a little bit. Certainly that's a good part of it. And then, you know, getting caught up on stuff around the house, and then the holiday, and it's compiled on me and kind of caught up with me. So now it's like I sit down here sometimes and I'm like, I just don't have no drive to do anything. But I'm pushing through it. Ow, I got something in my eye. Before any smart ass says eyeball, I beat you to it. Go Bengals. They keep surprising me every week. I'm not a, you know, crazy fanatic nut football fan. I do love football. I played football from the time I could walk and crawl all the way up to try out for the Bengals as a walk-on when I was in my, you know, mid-20s. That didn't pan out very well, as I'm sitting here talking about model cars. And no, I didn't get a new pair of glasses. I got a pair of readers. These actually work pretty good. I still got to get into the eye doctor so I can get a new set of, you know, prescription glasses. I did think about the size of the diorama table. Now, on this main desk, there's a back plate. So when it was in the other room, I did that so you just couldn't see through and see all the garbage underneath the desk that I had piled up. Because then again, it was in the family room, and, you know, I had to keep my wife's opinion, you know, in fold when I was building it. But since this desk is going to go up against this wall over here, it's not going to be needed anymore. When I was thinking materials, this piece is 7 foot long by 4 foot. So that piece will probably be the tabletop to my diorama table. So we pretty much got that figured out. Providing that I have the room in here for 4 feet, which I don't believe I will. I mean, it's, you know, I don't have anything on hand. Do I? Let's see. I have this thing here. This is 3 feet. So if I put it, I bump it into there, and I come out a foot, that's not enough space for me to get in between the desk. So logistically, even from there, that's 4 feet. So that's basically 4 feet would be here. Now I have from here to here roughly 27 inches, a little over 2 feet. So we're going to wrap this up here in just a second. You see, even if I come off the face of that 27 inches, and this desk is wider than the one I'm bumping into, which it'll be out that way more. 27 inches, and that's 27, so that's what? 54 inches of space, and that would be tight to there. So that wouldn't work. I'm getting frustrated already. Getting really frustrated because I don't even know if I'm going to have room to put a diorama table in here. I mean, 3 feet wide is perfect. I don't have to have it over 3 feet wide. You know, I can feasibly do, I think I can feasibly do 3 feet wide. With that, it would come out to about right here. This would be, kind of right here would be the end of the desk. And, you know, the majority would be that way, so about 6 feet long. 3 foot by 6 foot. We'll get it figured out. It's it's discouraging to actually hold up the material or something that measures and realize that you may not achieve what you want. Can I make do with a 2 foot wide by X amount of feet, 6, 7 feet long? Yes, most definitely. And it may very well come down to that. We will see. That'd be more beneficial to me because I could split that in half, build that, and then use that as my bump out for the computer desk and to finish out this little area over here. Even though this is the same width as this, I think it's 3 feet. I don't know. And then again, I would have to add more light over on this side, which I have. So I may have to reroute. Well, I can plug into that. So we may have some figuring to do. So yeah, this is I don't want to go over half an hour. Oh, that's what it was. The Bush Leal's Camaro. Another viewer pointed out that, and I didn't even think about it, a 396. That's what's in the Camaro. Now, as far as tunnel ram and all, I do not know. I still have to research it out. But at least I know what size engine to use. So the one that's in the kit, it's the same block, 396, 427, 454. So, we're going to use the kit's engine as is the plant, or the main building plant. That being in the Baldwin Commotion. I always say commotion. Baldwin Motion Camaro. So we'll be using the engine out of that, because like I said, my plans for that kit doesn't include anything to do with that engine or those tires and wheels. Interior and body, yes, and all the, spoilers and all that on it, yes. I'm still fighting this stupid cold, flu, whatever the hell it was I have. So I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I will ponder on the mental part of it, and we will get a mental Monday and get them going. I had kind of caught up when we came full circle, so I've not planned ahead, which I need to do for future Mondays. I appreciate all you guys putting the comments down in there, because we don't always remember everything. And when you get this many kits, it's like you forget what each kit has. Where I probably would have remembered, oh hey, that thing's got the right pattern, and because the Rebel seat is a little different pattern than the interior, and this is too, so it kind of coincides perfect. So I thank you again for that tip. The tip, all the tips. This is probably going to be an easier route than doing the milliput. I like milliput, okay, it's just waiting for it to set up and then sanding and all that stuff. This, I like working with plastic. It bonds a little quicker. I can keep moving with it. So we're going to work on this a little bit today and see what we can come up with. Again, the engine is in primer, so after we get off here, I'm going to start I'm going to mix up a little paint and get the engine painted. That way it can be drying. And then we'll be ready to detail paint and start, getting stuff assembled. If the test print goes good, I'm going to print the intake. I have to go in and, like I said, I need to size it down a little bit. It's scaled up for a 572. So I only got to bring it down just a little bit. I want it to fit on here properly and look the part. So we may have to do a couple test prints, and I may just do resize 2 or 3 of them, and whichever one works the best is the one I'll use. But we're moving along with this. I gotta get the bucket seats ready. It's hard to see. You see a diamond plate. It is a little different pattern. Not much, but a little bit, and that's just what we're looking for. And then, oh, I was going to put side panels in. I decided not to do the side panels. I want to leave the wheel wells in there. And we'll flock those. So, pretty much everything I got up to date now, guys. Thank you to all my past subs, future subs, present subs. Again, thank you for all the great comments, the tips. They've really helped a whole lot. The Hot Wheels Replica group build is still going. Everybody's, doing their part on them. I can't wait to get them done and then get the picture made and get it out to all these fine people that joined up for this. Look for the email today for the distributors, for all the guys that were involved in the trial run. Kind of got stuff caught up now. I got my mind straight. I'm going to get those emails out to you here shortly. And all you got to do is respond back with the color you want and resend your address. I've had some issues with my email, and I've lost some emails, and I just want to make sure that I have those. That way I can get them. I'll be getting those mailed out probably first part of next week. Once those are all out, I still need to have some cards made, just like everybody does in their little packaging. I still need to get some of those made before I put everything into production and start to sell. I will notify everybody. If you want to buy some, great. If not, I understand. And just keep in mind you'll be getting 2 distributors, 2 sets of wires, and 2 vacuum lines. A little detail painting, a little prep work to the wires. They'll work really well. They'll look really nice. There'll be no coil because there's enough coils out there. Usually come with a kit. They can be used, and you may use something totally different. That's the only reason I'm not putting those in with them. I do have a file for them. I'm just not going to put those in there. I think there's better quality stuff out there. The distributors, however, they look really nice. The feedback I got has been really great. So we'll see. But be looking for those emails. Thanks to everybody in the group build for your pictures and your videos. Thank you again to all the people that's commented and left me tips. It's helped a great deal. And I don't know if I could get the video out on Friday. I may try to make it Wednesday. That way all I got to do is upload it Friday. And we'll see what progress I get done today. So, you guys have a great rest of your week. I look forward to the comments down below. If you like everything, drop me a sub. Doesn't cost anything. The channel is growing. We're getting close to that mark where we'll start announcing more detail on the giveaways or the prizes for the giveaway. And yeah, so keep all that in mind, guys. Spread the word. More subs, faster we grow, faster the giveaway happens. And we'll see you guys later this week. Stress Your Rotor. I'm out.